Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Today, some of us will present their presentation about what have you done to improve your writing skill. And the presentation for the first one is Dewi Nur Hamidah, and the second one is Enggar Maulana. The third is Elyassantia, and the fourth is Elsa Nadia. And we will begin the first presenter, Dewi Nur Hamidah.
Okay, thank you for moderator for giving me time. What I have done to improve my writing skill, first is keep practice writing every day. Our lectures always tell us this phrase, practice makes perfect. To improve my writing skill, I often start practice writing through small things every day, like writing text messages to my friends and to my lecturers, writing comments on social media and any other platforms can help us to improve my writing skill. And then learn new vocabulary. Our lectures always tell us to enrich our vocabularies in order to get our writing skill to be better. And because we learn new vocabularies, I can increase the quality of my writing because it can make me creative in using words for my writing, so it will be more interesting to read. And then read the right materials. From native speaker who is teaching English on YouTube said that to improve our writing skill, we need to read the right materials because reading is one of the best way to get used to different style of writing or different writing structure and format of writing. That is my what I have done to improve my writing skill. Thank you.
So I forgot about something. The presentation just will be 3 minutes, and for the next participant is Enggar Maulana. Time is yours.
Okay, thank you. So today I'm gonna present about what have you done to improve your writing skill. And in this case, I have found some ways to improve my writing skill. Before I apply this way to increase my skill, I usually not writing really good, and it is like basic. This trick I found from a journalist and web content specialist called Dan Shiwan from a website. And the thing I have learned from him is one, brush up on the basic, or it means you learn first about the very basic skill of writing before you write more like complex content or more high skill writing. It is like learning basic grammar and the spelling. The next is write like it is your job, or it is like when you start writing, you have to do it and you can stop it. Like there is no exception to stop writing. You have to do it often and from time to time, and that's how you increase your writing skill. And the next or the third is almost same like before, like write like it's your job. The next is read like it's your job. This is, in my opinion, writing and reading is like a whole unit. Like you cannot split them each other. This also can increase your writing skill because it is like easy way to start developing your writing skill. The more you read, the more likely you are to develop an eye of what makes this so effective and which mistakes to avoid while you write something. And the last one is find a writing partner. As you know, if you writing alone by yourself, it is like boring, right? Then this is what I do when I want to increase my writing skill, because when you start to feel bored with writing, you can take a break and talking with your partner about how to improve or increase your writing skill, or maybe they give you like feedback of your writing job.
Mr. Enggar, I think it's already 3 minutes.
Yes, I think that's all from me, and thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Enggar. And for the next, we have Elyassantia. For Elia, time is yours.
Okay, thank you for the moderator. I think writing is a way to express myself. Then expressing myself is like to show the load in myself and makes the writer satisfied with what she wrote. And writing can also be a demand for some people are doing the duty of students, which is like us, is required to create thesis for the final task. And the ability of writing is I have done until now is learning from two of that. And according to Terelie, a famous novel writer from Indonesia, he said that the writing ability doesn't need talent. Writing is grown. From here, it can be seen that the ability to write grows when we often to try and practice writing every time. Because we often to try, we will get used to it. Furthermore, the second one writes as a demand. Here, I learn from my lectures, especially of student, especially in subject of writing. Yes, I learned that writing requires an element in every sentence. There are several elements needed, such as determining main idea and supporting details. I was required to be able to pay attention to make a text. In addition to practicing and learning often, I also read other people's essay to get inspiration about the material that is the content for my writing. And I also add personal experience other people to get an inspiration for my text. Well, writing skills can be improved through often practicing and learning to understand the element of a text to add creativity of writing. Thank you. I think it is for me.
Thank you, Miss Elia. And for the next is Elsa Nadia. For Miss Elsa, time is yours.
Your video is not available. Yes, all right.
In here, I want to show several ways to improve our writing skills. Many experts say that practice is one of the important things to increase our English writing. So actually, we can develop our writing skills by making continuous practice, because with practice, every day we can learn and understand what needs to be done in writing, and practice can make us a good writer. But not only practice, reading is the most important one also. Reading can support us in improving our writing skills. Why? Because by reading we can have many sources of knowledge, so that our knowledge become broader, and by reading we can find many references, especially in this era, because in this era we can search any references in internet, so it can make us easier to study about writing. After reading and practice, learn more about English grammar, also very important for us, because grammar is the most important one in writing. I think that's all for me. Can you understand about my explanation?
Yes, yes.
I think all for me, from me, that I have done to improve my English skill in writing.
Okay, thank you, Miss Elsa. Now we go on to the next. After we get all the participant presentation, now time to ask the presentation about the presentation. For the audience, time is yours. Raise your hand and you can ask directly to whom.
Linggar?
About that way to improve your writing skill is to know the right way to write, right? But based on my experience that I have doing in read several writing by some professional writer. They have their own characteristic on their writing. So how do we know that the writing is right or not.
What do you mean? Can you explain more clearly?
How do we know that writing that we have read is correct or not? Because many of writer has their own characteristic in their writing. Sorry.
Of
That's it.
course, thank you for your question, Linggar. Of course, to know the characteristic, the right, we need to much reading, a lot of reading, different style of writing, so we know the characteristic of different writers, different style of writing for different professional writers. So we get used to different writing structures and form of writing.
But when I ask is how do we know that writing that we have read is right or not?
Maybe I want
Yeah,
to.
we need to.
Yes.
We need to learn. Always learn about writing, about the grammar and writing style, different writing style.
So I think they have three change about question. So audience can ask 3 times to the one person. So Miss Hamidah have 2 left, and the other has 3. And for next audience, raise your hand if you want to ask. Is it clear enough?
Okay. My name is Marcelina Bernanda Intania Putri, and I want to give a question for Elyassantia. And the question is, what kind of text that you have been made, and what is the difficulties with you make that text?
Miss Alia, did you get it?
Yes. Can I answer now?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, Marcelina. I have made a text like a narrative text and descriptive text. And talking about the difficult, I think the difficult thing is searching kind of idea, because I think many in around me, many search of idea. So I have to choose one of the best idea for me to make a good write, and I think the difficult else is searching the vocabulary, because if we know the vocabulary, we can easy to make a good text, I think.
Thank you for your answer.
Okay, next. Yes, Kharisma, you.
Okay, guys. In here, I will asking all of you who has presented before. So the topic is writing, right? And I will be asking something that it will be gonna to discussing for us. That the topic is writing. Yeah, the writing. Have you ever thinking that the writing is a need to creative thinking or not? Because of the writing is, I think the writing usually is really hard because of I need to thinking about what I will be writing, what I should searching the idea. I think that's all. Thank you for your presentation before.
And
So I
your
think
question is to whom, Mrs. Kharisma?
I think all of the who has presented before.
Sorry, what's the question?
Yeah, who can answer that my question? Of course, you can answer.
Can you shorter the question?
Okay, the question is, have you ever thinking that writing is need to creative thinking?
Yes.
Is that clear?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I know many resources a sort to our writing. So we can got many ideas from many references if we read more and more.
Is that all?
Yes, of course. Writing is need the creative mind, creative thinking to write. So I think inspiration we can find with, like what Elias said, we can get inspiration, creative inspiration from around us, what happening around us, and knowledge from reading, I think.
Can we go on to Mr. Enggar?
Okay. I think yes, in writing we have to be creative so that what we have write, it is become different from the others writing. So there is no way, there is impossible if we are blame that about what we write is plagiarism from the other author, and that and creativity in writing also make us more like we have like very wide like imagination, you know. like what we want to write, we can know and we can understand about what we are gonna do next on the next writing. I think that's all from me.
Okay, the last one, Miss Elyassantia.
Okay, I think I agree with all the participants' answer. Yes, the writing must need a critical thinking, because if we have a critical thinking, we can easy to write, easy to get inspiration, and the inspiration like flow smoothly in my brain. So with a critical thinking, the text can have a characteristic, can have characteristics. For me is the writer, I think. Yes, for me. Thank you.
Okay, can you lower your hand, Kharisma, Miss Kharisma?
Oh, yes.
Next, the audience. There is a tools that you can raise your hand.
Ari.
Yes, okay, Mr. Ari.
Okay. My name is Prasetya. I want to ask Elsa.
Can you speak up, Mr. Ari?
My name is Fani Prasetya. I want to ask to Elsa. Based on you, reading is a good way to increase our writing skills. I want to know what types of book that can increase our writing skills. What types of book that can reading to increase our skills? Enough.
Miss Elsa?
Voice. I will ask then. So we not only but many information for the writer, maybe writer. Maybe as a you hear my voice?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, but not your previous voice.
I mean like that. We not only read about narrative books. We can also search in internet about the other writer writing, or maybe as like Elias mentioned before, You can read Terelia's novel or many others because there are many writers. Could you understand?
Okay.
Thank you, Miss Elsa. Next. Okay, next question. Yes, Miss Firdauzia.
I want next to Elyassantia.
Okay, go on.
My question is, did you find any difficulty when you improve your writing skills? If you have, how to manage the difficulties? Thank you.
Did you get it, Miss Elia?
Sorry, I didn't hear clearly. Can you repeat of your question?
Your voice is not clear enough, Miss Firdauzia.
I repeat again. My question is, did you find any difficulties when you improve your writing skills? If you have, how to manage them? Clear enough?
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. I have answered it. Yes, I have difficult things when I writing a text. So when the way I improve is like more reading the articles or the other platform of essay. Yes. So when I read the platform or the people essay, I can have a inspiration. So I can improve my ability of writing from that, and I can I have also, yes, from searching vocabularies that match with my character to so that people easier my explanation from writing text. Yes, I think it's for me. Do you get it, Firdauzia?
Okay, if the audience still have question,
I have a question for Elsa.
yes.
What do you think if when we want to write something, we feel so confused to choose the topic, and then what should I do?
Could you hear
Miss
my voice?
Elsa,
Could you hear my voice?
yes.
Yes.
Okay, I will answer Khusnul's question. I will answer Khusnul's question.
Yes, Miss Elsa.
If you if we confuse when we write the materials, we can make outline, I think, as like Mom Nila taught before. Making outline will make us easier. Making outline will make us easier to write something, because it will help us. Making outline can help us, I think.
Yes. Thank you.
So I think that's your answer, Miss Elsa. We'll
Yes.
go on to the next question.
I wanna ask to Enggar. Everyone must have felt bored studying, and I think reading is very boring. So, do you have any suggestion for learning to read, to write more interesting, maybe?
Okay, Mr. Enggar. Did you get it, Mr. Enggar?
Can you repeat? Just
Okay.
little bit.
I think reading is very boring. I think reading is very boring, and that everyone must have felt bored studying reading. So, do you have any suggestions for learning to write more interesting?
Just like what I said earlier, you can find a partner to accompany you while you do it. Study about writing, or maybe when you like writing something, and so you can find a partner that maybe you can talk to them, or maybe help your work, and I think that's how to do if you don't want to get boring when you writing something. And you can also find like interesting story to write, maybe about like love story that usually make like we feel like we are excited to write the story. I think that's all.
So if there is no one to ask the question again, I will close this presentation.
Yeah, you can close the presentation now.
Okay, thank you for today. Thank you for the presentation that all of four of you that you have done well. And if we have wrong words or something, please forgive us. And thanks to all the audience that participate in this presentation. And that's all. Good afternoon, guys. Have a nice day.
Thank you.